Oh yeah,
Look
we
at
got
the
new hats.
Look at the hats.
We got hats.
Look at the hats. Oh, swaggy.
New hats.
Swaggy. Buy them at www.exoracing.co.uk.
Don't throw it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing an EP3 gauge holder installation. We have our boxes, lots of new gauge holders, and we're also going to be showing the difference between the V1 and the V2. Yeah, just running through it really. Kim's going to show you how to put it together.
And that is that. So
that.
let's have a look in the boxes. We'll start with the V1
Right.
because that is the OG.
For anyone who doesn't know, we have brand new boxes.
Ooh, yeah.
Very shiny. Yep.
And this is what you get when you receive your box. Ooh, shiny purple things.
Yep. Like to get purple around here, don't we?
So that is the V1 gauge holder. These have been designed in CAD and 3D scanned. So this was scanned so we could get the exact dimensions to fit these in, and then drawn up on CAD and 3D printed all in-house, so they fit.
Which you can probably see actually. Our 3D printer is just down there. That thing that looks like a fridge. That's our 3D printer. Yep. Yep. So the reason we decided to make these was because you can obviously go with a conventional pillar mount for gauge holders, but at the time, well, I still don't think they have actually, nobody makes them to fit flush in the vents. So decided that with our 3D scanner and all the other bits we have access to, that we'd make one. We've sold quite a few of these so far, and we probably should have done this video about a year ago, but anyway, here it is. There wasn't anybody on the market who did a flush one. And originally we designed them for the AEM gauges, which are here. But then a lot of people said that they wanted to fit kind of whatever gauge they wanted in. So yeah, it was a difficult one because of the angles on it. We'll show you in a minute anyway, but the angles on it, we couldn't physically get the gauge in because these are basically, the gap between there and there is pretty much 52 mil. So to fit a gauge in there and keep it flush was a bit of a pain. We managed to do it in the end, but the V2 will only fit AMX series, which is like their thinner gauge. So a lot of people have opted for that. Alternatively, if people didn't want to run it, they go with a V1. Some people cut the centers out if they can't get the gauges in and kind of press fit them, or the best, whichever way they want to really. But again, to keep it flush, vents were kind of the best option that we could think of. The other thing was people wanted to run 4 gauges rather than 2. So obviously the maximum we can fit in each side is 2. And the V1 was only kind of made to bolt onto the back hole. So if you were right-hand drive, for example, you'd run the 2 bolts in there, 2 bolts in there, bolt everything in. Whereas with our V2, we made a twin one that bolts together in the middle. So you could basically run all 4 gauges pointing towards the driver, much neater design. But the plastic housing that's in there, you do need to cut halfway down, just to kind of show the bolt holes there, so you can bolt all 4 in, just to make it a bit more secure. I'm going to unbox this one as well. So again, all the shiny things in there.
So this is the V1, and as you can see, it has the tabs on the side already, and it literally just bolts in nice and easy. And with the V2, to make it so we could run the second gauge next to it, if this was another one, it has slots for these to go in on the side. Wrong side. That's the wrong side. That was the right side.
It was.
Yeah, so I do this all the time.
Yep.
So you just slide this on the end, just like that, and then it bolts in. But if you wanted to run 4 gauges, we do a different bracket here that just then slides onto another one, and then you have the edge brackets, and then it just bolts in on either side of the fascia panel. So it's quite easy really, and when they turn up it's really easy to figure out. It really doesn't take a rocket scientist. You shouldn't have any problems when fitting these. And they fit in here super nice. But you can see even before we've kind of bolted them in, they just sit in there real flush, real good. The fitment on these is perfect, so yeah.
That was kind of the joys of 3D scanning it, just to make sure everything was absolutely perfect. Even down to some of the little cutouts on the side of it, like down there. I don't know if you can see, but that basically fits on this slot on the inside, and everything's kind of perfectly molded to it. Right, let's put them in.
So, installing your V1 gauge holder. It simply pushes in from the back. Pow! Look at that fitment. Oh yeah, buddy. And then, can you see that? Can you see where it is? And then on the back of the fascia panel, you can see that there literally is just 4 screws that it goes into, and it really is as simple as that. To fit your V2 gauge holder, it's quite easy. These pop in from the front and they slide right in. And then if you flip it over to the back, you have the brackets that slide onto the side. I don't know if you can see that. And then on this other side, it has this little plastic tab, and you don't need to cut it off or modify it or anything. You just need to pop it in, and that will sit real nice. And then all 4 of these holes will line up, and you just chuck in the screws that are already in the fascia panels, and then that is fitted, ready for your AEM gauges. Woo! So the gauges go in the V1 and the V2 in the same way. It's real simple. You just take these little brass gubbins off the back, and it's the same on both the V1 and the V2. You just put these screws through those holes. That sits like that. Get your brass nuts. And there you have it. The gauge is in the holder. You can see that it really is just so easy to put these in. We'll quickly smash in the other one. And you can see on the back how they both sit from the back and from the front. You have your nice pretty gauges installed. So obviously with this setup, it faces towards the driver. If you're driving a right-hand drive car, if you're driving a left-hand drive car, then we do them so these faces just flip the other way and they're facing towards the other side of the fascia panel. So we have catered for all markets. So if you're looking to buy our gauge holders, then we will put a link in the description below, and it will just take you to our shop, to our gauge holders section. It's not just the EP3 we do these for, we do them for...
we do FN2, 52 and 60mm. We've got the DC5 right and left 52 or 60mm. We also have billet gauge holders that sit in the single DIN slot down there, and they fit EK and loads of other things, but again we'll put a link to the description, a link to the website underneath. I think that is about it. That was a bike.
That was a bike. I thought we were just going to stop while that happened, but here we are.
Yep. Nope.
But yeah, thank you for watching our video on the gauge holders. We hope you liked them, and we hope you feel informed from the video. Please let us know if there's anything you'd like to see from us in the future, maybe other ideas for products or videos. And apart from that, leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Turn the bell on. Turn the bell on. Turn the bell on.
Not a lot of people do turn the bell on.
People don't turn the bell on.
No, I don't. People don't turn the bell on.
Yeah. Turn the bell on. Then
Yeah,
you know.
what he said.
Then you know.
Yeah, turn the bell on.
Yeah. this video is a train wreck.
Yeah,
We'll
be doing many more videos in the future. What are we having next week? Oh, we have a good one next week. We have a nice wide body EP3 and a nice blue carbon S2000.
Yes, they are two very nice cars. And then the car featured after that is going to be something very out of the ordinary for us. It's diesel and it's German and it's disgusting, but it's pretty fast and it is pretty cool, as much as we hate to say that. So make sure you stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye. 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 Oh. Any final words?
Not really. Do you want me to say titanium or something like last time?
Say it.
Titanium. So there's one thing that I totally forgot to say, and that was thanks to Lloyd for giving us the video, all the panning shots in his EP3. We did message him about 10 minutes before we did this video, and he sent them all over straight away. So massive thanks to him.
Lloyd, you're the G.
Yep. Have a message for Lloyd.
My man, Lloyd.
My man.
Lloyd, for you, we've made our aeroplane.
Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna... Uh-oh. Don't tell Adam.
So to fit the we have the V2 here.